Right now at 11, an illegal immigrant who was sentenced to 60 years in prison for killing a Norwich woman has his conviction overturned. Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight at 11. I'm Erin Connolly.
And I'm Mark Zinni. Now, as you can imagine, the victim's family is outraged by what happened. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matthew Campbell is joining us live right now from the newsroom to explain the technicality here, Matthew, that could give the suspect another chance at freedom.
Yeah, you know, Mark and Aaron, after this conviction, this family thought this was over. They were ready to move on. Well, tonight, old wounds are being reopened, and they say it's like reliving a nightmare.
4 years ago, Casey Chadwick was murdered and stuffed in a closet. Her mother, Wendy Brown, says she was stabbed between 7 and 12 times.
One of them right back to her vertebrae.
Norwich police arrested this man, Jean-Jacques, an illegal immigrant from Haiti.
We were told not to identify her. That's how bad.
Brown says the two knew each other through mutual friends, and this case made national headlines and even had Wendy testifying on Capitol Hill because after serving time for an attempted murder, Jacques was supposed to be deported, but Haiti wouldn't take him back, so he was released.
5 months later, he killed my daughter.
The 45-year-old Jacques was sentenced to 60 years, essentially amounting to life. But tonight, this case is back in the headlines, now shining a light on what this family is calling judicial loopholes.
I'm starting over. It's day one now.
The overturned conviction hinges on this Norwich apartment Jacques rented. He was arrested on drug charges and couldn't post bond, so he couldn't make rent. 5 days after the lease expired, landlord Antonio Bados threw out his things.
Now it's garbage, I throw it out. Put in the garbage, the trash over there.
Later, police would come knocking. They got a tip that Casey's phone was stashed somewhere inside a wall. They approached the landlord and asked to search without a warrant. They were let in, they found the phone, but Jacques says because they didn't have a warrant, that phone should not be used as evidence. And today, the Supreme Court overturned his murder conviction.
I'm furious that they would even think about giving him a new trial.
Casey would have been 29 this year.
I just miss her with all my heart every day.
Wendy vows to continue the fight and is confident Jacques will be found guilty again. She says even without Casey's phone, there's still a lot of evidence.
Casey's blood on his clothes, his blood on the floor.
Now, Brown does admit she is worried about Jacques working out a plea deal and getting a shorter sentence. She does say, though, that she does not plan on going after the Norwich Police Department for failing to get that search warrant. That's the latest. Live here in the newsroom tonight, Matthew Campbell, Channel 13 News.